There wasn't a ceremony. No one handed you a manual, no countdown, no warning bell, no moment where the world paused and said, okay, childhood is over now. Here's what comes next. It just happened. One day you were worried about homework. Then suddenly you're worried about health insurance, rent, relationships, your purpose, your parents getting older, your friendships fading, and whether the path you're on is actually yours or just the one that was handed to you. And you were too young to question it. And somewhere in the middle of all of that, you grew up, not gradually, the way they make it sound in movies, all at once, and then kept going. Do you remember the exact moment it hit you? For some people, it was practical. The first time you paid a bill and felt the weight of a number that used to mean nothing. The first time you got sick and realized, no one is coming to take care of this. I have to handle it. The first time you called your mom, not to complain about something small, but because you genuinely needed advice and didn't know who else to ask. For others, it was quieter. A Sunday afternoon with nowhere to be, and instead of feeling free, you felt this strange, hollow anxiety. Like you should be doing something, like rest had become something you needed to earn now. Like even your free time had a price tag attached to it. And you sat there thinking, when did this happen? When did I become someone who has to think this hard about everything? Nobody tells you that adulthood doesn't feel like arrival. It feels like standing in a room where everyone else seems to know the rules, and you're still pretending you read the handbook. You watch other people your age and think, do they have it figured out, or are they pretending too? Spoiler, they're pretending too, almost all of them. The confidence you see on the outside is mostly just practice. Practice at looking like you belong in a life that still feels slightly too big for you. Here's what they told you adulthood would look like. Freedom, independence, knowing yourself, having your life together by 25, a career that fulfills you, a relationship that completes you, a savings account that makes you feel safe. Here's what they didn't tell you. That freedom is exhausting when every choice is yours to make and yours to live with. That independence can feel indistinguishable from loneliness on a Tuesday night when the apartment is quiet and you're eating dinner alone for the 4th time this week. Not because no one loves you, but because this is just life now. That knowing yourself is not a destination you reach. It's a question you keep asking at every new version of who you are. That 25 comes and goes, and most people are still assembling the puzzle with pieces they're not sure belong to the same box. Here's something no one gives you space to say. You're allowed to grieve childhood, not because it was perfect, maybe it wasn't, not because you want to go back, you probably don't, but because something ended. And endings deserve acknowledgement, even quiet ones. You grieve the version of time that moved slowly, summer breaks that felt infinite, weekends that had no agenda, the ability to be completely present in a moment without your brain running a background tab of everything you haven't done yet. You grieve the simplicity of problems that had clear solutions. When a bad day meant something happened at school, not something happening inside you that you can't quite name. You grieve friendships that you used to be effortless, when proximity was enough, when showing up meant everything, before schedules and distance and the slow drift that happens when people start building separate lives. None of this makes you weak. It makes you honest. And yet, There is something that happens in adulthood that no one prepares you for either. Something quieter than the chaos, harder to name than the exhaustion. You start to become yours, not your parents' version of you, not your hometown's version of you, not the version shaped by every classroom, every relationship, every fear of disappointing someone. Slowly, imperfectly, through mistakes and losses, and mornings where you had to choose yourself even when it was hard, you start to arrive at something real, a set of values you actually chose, a kind of strength you didn't know you were building, a voice that sounds less like who you thought you should be, and more like who you actually are. That doesn't happen in childhood. It can only happen here, in this uncertain, overwhelming, quietly beautiful thing called adulthood. So if you're in it right now, the confusion, the comparison, the feeling that everyone else got a map you didn't, I just want you to know, you're not behind. You're not broken. You're not the only one standing in a life that feels both too big and not enough at the same time. You're just human. At the beginning of the longest and the most important journey you'll ever take. And the fact that you're asking the questions, the fact that